programs are working. This is that. This is that. I'm for that short-term extreme measure to save Black lives, period. Now, you can be against that. I'm fine with that. But I'm open to say on this podcast and my radio show that I am for extreme measures, loading up inner cities with National Guard, with federal police, enhancing the efforts of sheriffs and Atlanta PD if it saves Black boys' lives. Because up until this point, the argument is every elected official, red state, blue state, to your point, Montoya, is that, hey, I brought crime down. We only have 100 murder victims this year. And to me, that's the BS.
Well, you call that the BS, and we're highlighting that we have examples of what you're suggesting. I can show you that hasn't worked either. That's
okay.
What you're like. That's what you're missing. Like,
okay,
I'm not naive to the upload of the 2 weeks that Emil's talking about. I'm not naive to bringing in the troops and what it does immediately. It's the same thing when we see these damn riots happening for whatever reason. They bring in troops just to settle them down for the moment. So you have a perception that somehow it will do what you're saying over a period of time. And that's not.
Emil just said
otherwise.
No, not the facts. Stats. Those aren't facts. Those are data points. No, you can make a statistic read what you want it to read. That young man in your clip said, and a matter of fact, a police officer is 5% more likely to be murdered when you bring in more law enforcement.
He didn't say that in the clip.
He does say it at the end of the clip. He says police. He's trying to make the point that police officers are even less safe.
And there's that potential, yes.
Oh,
right. So we can say and make this narrative around anything. I do know 2 weeks in, to Emil's point, streets are clean, streets are safe, and ain't nobody been murdered. So for me, give it 2 more weeks, give it 4 more months, give it another year. I'm okay with that.
So because what Montoya's been telling you, though, is that over the next several months, crime will go back up and may actually go higher than it was before all of this, because that is not how you solve
the programs that you say.
Have a riot, you have a point problem, it works. But you're not talking about a point problem. You're talking about a systemic problem, and 4,700 National Guardsmen are not a systemic solution.
Emil,
if you want a systemic solution, you can't just add more force. That is the recipe for tyranny. I'm sorry, I don't believe in that. I believe in a democratic process that allows people to decide how they want to proceed.
Emil, let me do this because
I just want to say this because I gotta go. Emil made the point. The programs are working, which is why the numbers are coming down. He's not taking away the programs. He's not taking away the programs that are working in Chicago, in Atlanta, in D.C. that you admitted are working, which is bringing the crime down. He's just stopping it as it stands. The programs keep going, and then you can remove the National Guard at any point you want to. Why? Because your programs are working. All we've done is stop the madness. And how can anybody be against stopping the madness? I just don't understand that. And I think it's a losing issue to the politics. It's a losing issue for Democrats. It's an absolute losing issue. Girls and boys and girls sports, defending illegal immigrants, and now this issue are all three losers for the Democrats. And I'll end there because we talk no propaganda. But I gotta go. It's 12.